Watch it on all the stations, of course, but also big today, first day of the NFL draft.
Woo!
Yes.
I don't know why I'm so excited.
Well,
I'm excited. My husband's up there. He's in New York.
I'm sorry, this earpiece is blowing out my ear.
No, but what's exciting about the NFL draft is that Lisa and I are actually going to be heading down to Cowboy Stadium later today.
Yeah, there's a big party,
and
big watch party.
Take part in the celebration, and I did some research last night. I got a little draft day for dummies. One of my good guy friends, I talked to him last night, and I'm like, okay, so I'm going to draft day tomorrow at Cowboy Stadium. He's like, okay, how much time do we have? Like, because I don't really know much about the draft and the picks, and then they make trades and then deals with other people so they can get someone else for a better team, so the worst team doesn't get the best person.
Oh, it's very strategic.
Well, it is very strategic. And
very strategic.
So Chris, here on our floor crew, he's going to go out there with us today and field produce for us. But we were talking about some interesting things. And so, like, back in 1990, when Emmett was drafted,
yes,
the salaries were much different. Then you fast forward maybe 10 years from there.
Oh, big time.
And these kids were getting paid, what, Chris? What did we look up? Like 52 million?
75 million guarantees.
$75 million.
And these are kids like right out of college. Like, and most college kids are making what, like $35,000 their first year out of college?
It got a little out of hand, and of course, so now they have the rookie salary cap. Right, Chris?
Rookie
and so
pay scale.
The pay scale, right. So it's different and it's always a 4-year term, except if you're chosen in the first round. Then whoever gets you in the first round has the option of doing a 5-year contract.
And you know, in the NFL, they're not guaranteed contracts. So like in baseball, basketball, you can have guaranteed contracts, but not in the NFL. Which is one of the riskiest
come with us too.
I was going to say, nobody invited me to the party.
Why are you not going out
Hang
there?
on, so that means
a blue dress ready
that
to
means
wear.
if you get hurt, you're out. You're not guaranteed that the salary over 4 years.
So you get, say you're offered a $60 million contract for 6 years. If you get hurt in that first or second year, you don't get the money. The only money that's guaranteed is what they give you as your signing
bonus.
Right. So your signing bonus is done. That's yours. But after that, you're hurt.
Do they still do that with rookies? Are they still allowed to get signing bonuses? Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so it's very risky. So a lot of times when these guys go out and say, they get this $60 million contract, and they're all pumped up, and they start buying houses for family members and all these expensive cars, they think that that's it, or people hear it, they think, oh my God, that's their money.
Right.
No. Like literally, you could sign that contract, the next game, get injured, and you're done.
You're screwed.
Oh my
They should be able.
Yeah.
They should be able to get like an insurance policy.
We have the elderly in the.
They do. They can do that. That protects them through their contract.
College players, their parents will take out insurance policies on them before they go pro.
In case they get injured,
case they get hurt.
to cover for the
And
rest
no
of what their
telling
salary
what
would be.
those insurance policies cost.
Yeah, I was going
Because
to say,
that's such a
Emmett
high
did not
risk.
have that. He
Ridiculous.
didn't have
Well,
that.
I'm very excited about our draft day education we're going to get.
Well,
that we've
I
gotten
just
and that we're going to get later today.
I think it's
gonna be
interesting
fun.
though, and as with,
Tell me
with
why
4 children,
you all are doing this.
I will in 1 second, but listen to this. So
Because there might be single guys.
With 4. Because there might be single guys.
Because single guys hang out at draft day.
But they don't wear neat uniforms, so why would you like them?
That's not the point.
Anyway, think about this for a second though, because how old was Emmett when he got drafted?
He was 20 years old. He was a junior.
20 years old. Spencer is going to be 20. That's so weird. Spencer's going to be 20 in a month.
Right.
If he is ever lucky enough, or to play in the NFL, I can't imagine him going out there, even with the rookie pay scale. So he gets what, like $25 million over 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's a crazy
ridiculous.
amount of money.
Are
and
you-
they're kids.
Does Spencer think he wants to play pro ball?
Oh, I think every athlete,
Well, I
every
mean,
college athlete
is
wants
he
to play.
shooting for that?
I'm sure.
Well, isn't
Yeah,
that
I'm
the
sure- I'm
goal when
sure
you're
they all
playing,
do,
when you're on a scholarship to play in college? I mean,
I'm not sure. I think maybe the goal in the beginning is to get a free scholarship to college.
Right.
And then once you're playing there, I'm not sure that a lot of people then turn pro afterwards.
And you have a good point. I'll be honest with you, when Emmett was growing up, he always said his goal was to go to college because no one in his family had ever gone to college.
Oh, wow.
And he knew the only way to really get out of Pensacola, Florida, to have an education was either, to go in the
Just stick it
military
out.
or to play football. So he actually had a dream of beyond college. He knew that football would be the platform to set him up for business this one day to be
That's
able
right.
to, have
But
a
he
strong
had his
future.
head on straight too, and I'm sorry. There are some of these kids; their lives are about to change
Oh, look at my
today
baby.
forever.
That was at the University of Florida when he was playing.
Number 22.
Oh, that's great.
And let me tell you something that's so crazy about this, because he told me last night. So of course, number 22, right? That's been his number. College now, and the pros 22. We got married on April 22nd, which was really by coincidence, because in 2000, April the 8th, Troy Aikman got married. And so we thought, okay, we can't do it that weekend. The next weekend was taxed weekend, so the next Saturday was actually the 22nd. We were like, cool, we'll take it, right? Then fast forward, he did Who Do You Think You Are? And that was a show on NBC where they trace your history and your roots.
Yeah.
Well, in looking through some of the deed books of slavery, some of the slaves, the trades that took place, in the book 22 on the show, that was kind of like the history of his family. 22.
His family was in book 22.
Right, the deed, it
weird.
was a slave trade of like one of his great-great-great-grandmothers, Mariah, right? Fast forward, he danced at Studio 22
No,
for
this is
Dancing with the
amazing.
Stars. And then last night he called me from New York and he said, babe, you're not going to believe this. I was drafted in 1990, April the 22nd.
Oh my goodness.
Was his draft day?
His draft date. Did you know that, Brian?
Didn't know it.
I didn't. We didn't know
my
it.
interesting?
Eben never even knew it. So it's just kind of, I don't know, when y'all were talking about the draft, it just kind of like really fell in there. I don't know what the significance of that is. 22.
We need to get a numerologist on the show.
So, well, we had one,
Yeah.
and that's Alexis Rice. He's a numerologist.
We need to have her back. and
And
ask her.
I'm going to ask you, though, why are you guys, why did you pick this to go out there?
Because
Two
we
women
said yes.
from the broadcast.
Because
I know
They asked us, and I come from a place of
Okay,
yes.
so
and
what's
I
your
said
angle?
yes.
What are you going for? I mean,
To get an
We're
education.
going to go cover the draft and check it out.
Because it's a big deal. A lot of the Cowboys fans come out to Cowboys Stadium and they have these huge parties and they get all fired up about who are the Cowboys going to draft and what because it affects their like fantasy football teams and all this stuff. So
are you
We're going out there to party, Susie.
yeah, we're getting
do you
crazy
have
at Cowboys
interviews set
Stadium.
up? Do you have interviews set up?
These are all great
These are
questions.
all
I have no
questions
idea
that
what
I
we're
don't know
walking
the
into
answer
this
to.
afternoon. We just know that we're going to be there, and we would love for you to come out and join us.
Is
So if
somebody
you're at
going to
draft
meet
day-
you or show you around?
You
or
didn't
what?
know that you were doing that?
No,
Yes.
I'm figuring that the questions I'm asking are too hard for you because I'm not getting any answers.
Well, they're hard for me because I don't exactly know what the plan
You
is
need to
for
ask
today.
our producer those questions.
No.
Well, I want a cameraman, and I'm going to Vegas.
That I would love to see.
What?
Susie does Vegas.
You're so difficult. Okay.